So name and age.
Nicholas Strachota, 20 years old. Work for E&B Logging out of Chehalis, Washington.
Very cool. So tell me, how did you get into logging? Because you're not from around here, right?
No, I'm from Michigan actually.
Yeah.
Actually got into logging from a post on Facebook. A guy out here messaged me and talked for a while and got a plane ticket, backpack in a duffel bag, and here I was.
That's awesome.
First day logging, 2 feet of snow and rock faces and steep cliffs.
So what'd you think of that?
It was rough. Second day was the hardest. I was sore from the first day, but I loved it.
Oh gosh. So, I mean, up until that point in time when you got that Facebook messaging going, had you been involved in logging back home?
Yeah, I ran skidder in Michigan for 10 bucks an hour, and I knew there was something else better than that.
Cool. So when you came out here, I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Like, you pulled up stake and moved over here to the West Coast, and who'd you stay with? I mean, what did you do for the first week or 2 or 3 weeks that you were here?
Well, I stayed with the guy that messaged me. His name's Guy Campbell. He stayed with him for a while until I got my own apartment.
Cool.
For a couple months. So.
Wow. So your first job then, when you went to work in the woods out in the West Coast, was setting chokers then?
Yep, setting chokers for Chehalis Valley Timber out of Montesano.
Okay. And how long did you work for them?
I worked for them for almost a year and a half.
Okay. Gotcha. And then what, did work just run out or with them, or?
Yeah, I got let go from them, and I started working for E&B, and now I'm a rigging slinger.
Sweet. So you've done a few jobs in the woods. What would you say your favorite is?
Probably pulling rigging. I like that a lot.
And are you guys running a Bowman? You got a Eagle?
We're running a Bowman right now. We were running butt rigging for a couple months.
Sweet.
7/8 chokers. That was
nice. And Ed's got a TY90 side. Is that what you guys are under?
I'm on the 737 Skagit.
Okay.
1.5" skyline, 7 guy lines.
Nice. Is that self-propelled or trailer mount?
Trailer mount.
Sweet.
Pull it around with the cat.
Nice. So the sail that you guys are on right now, how long are you going to be on that one for?
We're in the Capitol Forest on the C9000. We'll be there until October. Then we're going to Fossil Creek.
Oh, sweet. That's very cool, man. So what, out of the years that you've worked in the woods, what would you say the most fun that you've had out there is? Like, if there's a day that sticks out in your mind where you just went, man, this is it right here, this is where it's at.
Probably cutting stumps, because I want to be a faller, so I got kind of fancy and started putting notches in them and stuff. And
right on.
so I want to be a faller, but yeah, a day I got to cut stumps all day was pretty fun.
Right on, man. And what about your scariest day?
Scariest day? Probably a few months ago, got hit by an upender.
Ooh.
Didn't hurt too bad, but definitely opened my eyes.
Yeah, gotcha. Holy cats. Okay. And I mean, out of what you've seen with the timber industry, is this something that you want to stick with long term?
Oh yeah, I'm a lifer for sure.
Sweet. And you think, so from here you want to just keep on moving up and getting better with cutting and eventually go out and fell timber?
Yep, that's my ultimate goal, is to be a timber faller.
Sweet, man. That's awesome. So, I mean, you've got, like I said before, a cool story. You came out here based off of a Facebook message with a guy and got this job on the West Coast. So what would you say to another younger person that wants to get out and get into the woods, and as far as if you had some advice for them?
If I had advice for them, if you know you got a job lined up, start running every day. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need endurance.
Sweet. All right, well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.